Hi everyone! Today's art journal prompt is hearts, and I want to use up these leftover hearts from the ATCs that I was making recently. I'll leave the link to the video where I made these in the description box below for anybody who hasn't seen them. But what I want to do to start off with, let me just move those out of the way, is I want to use this stencil here to add some circles, and I've got some modelling paste here. I'm not sure what brand this is. I think it's Galleria. It was 75p from the scrap store. It is branded, but it's somewhere the packaging has gone wrong apparently. So I'm just going to add some circles. I want this big giant one as well. I'll have that big one, and just a bit along the bottom as well. And I think that should do it. So we'll just have a look how that looks. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to give this a dry, clean my stencil, and I'll come back. I'm just hoping that you can see the pattern that I've got going on here. I've added some more of that stencil in the top left-hand corner as well, because I just thought it might be a bit bare. I want my quote to go in this area here. Now, I am going to be using my Radiant Rains. I've pulled out the lemon drop, and what's this one here? Jasmine. And I have problems with these. They clog and they're an absolute nightmare. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong, they are absolutely beautiful, but they clog. And so I've decided, rather than shaking, I'm going to stir them. And I've got some bamboo, can't talk today, bamboo skewers in there. So I'm going to take those out and just give them a wipe now, and just keep my fingers crossed that I can get these to work. I've sprayed them in the sink and they seem to be working okay. And I think I'm going to do the lemon drop first. Whoops daisy, let's wipe that off. I've got water from where I've been using it at the sink. Let me just make sure I'm in camera. And as I say, I'm just going to spray, oh yes, they're working, the lemon drop first. And then I'm going to add some of the jasmine. Yay! Oh, thank goodness for that. And I'm going to add some water as well, because I want these to mingle and hopefully pick up the texture of the modelling paste. Hi Alex! Right, I'm just adding some more of this jasmine, just because it's not quite pink enough, and I just absolutely love how that looks. So right, let's see if we can tip it and just get it to mingle slightly, and then I'm going to give this a dry. Add a bit more in places. Oh, that colour is just scrumptious. In fact, I've ended up with a lot more of the pink. I might add some of the yellow here. I'm going to give that a dry first though. I don't know whether you can see, if I tilt it, the shimmer on these Radiant Rains is just absolutely gorgeous. That's why it just sort of breaks my heart that they don't always sort of work as I want them to. Now I want some more yellow here. Just love that colour, and I'm just going to try and blend it out a little bit. That's perfect. Just, oh, yum. Going to dry that. A couple more layers of the yellow, and then I added some more of the pink around the outside, and I just love how that looks, and I just love the way that it's starting to turn orange in the middle here as well. And I'm going to add a bit more of the yellow, just to try and sort of really bring that orange out again. Beautiful. So I shall give this a dry. I just kept playing and playing and playing until I'm happy with how that looks, and the colour is just absolutely gorgeous. And what I want to do next is add my border, just because I just want to see sort of to tie it all in together before I decide what else I want to add in the centre. So I'm using the faded jeans again, which is what I've used to go around these, and I shall also use these stays on. So I'll do the faded jeans first, and then the stays on midnight blue, because as you know by now I like double layering, so I'm going to do that. And and then I'll show you what that looks like before I decide what I'm going to do next. I just thought I'd show you what that looks like before I add the midnight blue, and I've sort of, you know, added quite a bit of shading to this as well, and coming quite thickly, and then I'm just going around with a much thinner layer, and this just darkens the edge much more. Can you see the difference? Now, by adding the border, it's brought the page into focus, into the centre, and I can see now what I want to do, and I just want to add some shading on some of these circles. So I've got a charcoal pencil and a blending tool, and I'm just going to just add some highlights, not to all of them, just to some of them. And that's just giving the page some focus. I'm going to try it on some of these larger circles as well, twisting my page. It's difficult to see because my eyesight is so bad. I really need to get up close. So I think I'm going to go off camera and do this, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done. And this just smudges it, can you see? And that looks much better. I've added the shading to some of the circles, as I say, just using a Derwent charcoal pencil. This is the light, and my blending tool, and I just love how this looks. This page is just gorgeous. And I've got my quote here: the most useful asset of a person is not a head full of knowledge, but a heart full of love, with ears open to listen and hands willing to help. And I'm just going to go around the edge of this quote, again with some of the midnight blue, and I'm just going to tap on the edges like this, and I'll show you the difference. Sometimes I shade and sometimes I don't. If a page is more simplistic and whimsical, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what the page, I think, what I think the page needs. But yeah, you see that definitely looks better on this page. So I shall go around the edge of all of these. This is just printed out on light cardstock. And then I tend to glue down with glossy accents. And even the Tim Holtz ones, although they're sticky, they don't stick without a little bit of glue to aid the adhesion. So I'm just going to continue doing this. And now all I've got to do with this page is sort of find a way of positioning my hearts. I want to use an odd number. I think I've got 8 of them. I want to use maybe 5 or 7. And I think I want my quote to go somewhere like that. I just love this page. Isn't that just so pretty? That is just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to go off camera and have a fiddle around with this until I'm happy with placement. And what I shall do, once I've fiddled around with it and I'm happy with it, I shall take a photograph before I glue things down, because there's nothing worse than when you've spent, you know, loads of time and you're happy with the layout and you take everything off to glue it and then you can't remember where you wanted to put them. And look who's come for a big fuss. Oh gosh, he's a right old fusspot. Just look at him. I don't know. It's there's no getting any work done in this place when Louie's around, that's for sure. Just look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, Louie, you are so beautiful. I love you so much. Well, I hope you enjoyed your little visit from Louie. He's so cute, that cat. Just adorable. And here's my finished page. I just love how this has turned out. Really, really happy with this. I just love the texture of these circles here in this plain area in the middle. It just works for me really, really well, and I hope you like it too. So I look forward to seeing what everybody else decides to do for this week's Prompt Hearts. And for anybody who would like to join a supportive art journaling group or would like to have a go at this, then I'll leave the link to our Facebook group Art Journal Prompts in the description box below. And I know I always say this, please give me a thumbs up if you like this page, because it really does let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. And let me know what you think in the comments below, and take care everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.